Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I stumbled upon something called 10 Days to Addition Mastery. How promising does that sound? 10 Days to Addition Mastery. I had to give it a review and to see if it really can deliver what it promises. So it's saying that in 10 days you can master addition, and it uses a commutative teaching approach, and it also comes with these math wrap-ups. Initially, when I flipped through this book, I said there's no way I'm going to like this. I did a quick flip through, and then I looked at it in depth, and so now I want to share with you what this has to offer, so perhaps it could be something good for you. Let me tell you, if you are interested in quickly having a review of some math skills, you've already taught your child mental math, this would be a great review to make sure that those math problems are pretty much drilled and that they can do them off the top of their head. So this is more about speed. It does not really have a mental math approach to it, but I think it's great review and great practice if, like I said, if you've already done mental math. And if you're interested in learning mental math, I would recommend Addition Facts That Sticks it's Addition Facts That Sticks by Kate Snow. And so I just finished Math with Confidence kindergarten with my child. And before we move on to first grade level, before we go into double addition, I wanted to make sure that he was able to do all of his single addition facts and also all of his single subtraction facts. So I chose to go with this first. I'll start with this first and then I'll go back, and if this works well, then we're going to do the subtraction. So the reason why I didn't get the Addition Facts That Sticks is because in Math with Confidence, it teaches you the same way using the 10 frame, and it's not the stacked 10 frame like 5/5. It's literally 10 across, and I think that's a great approach because it is similar to an abacus. All right, so let's look into this because this is what you're here for. This right here, I did not like it, like I said, because it was almost having you like count quickly, like so. Here, let's start here. So it has a math addition, it has a facts chart. And with the facts chart, you will be coloring each section that you get. It's almost like Math-U-See, if you've seen Math-U-See Primer, which I worked with that book with my child once we got to addition so that he could master his addition facts, and we haven't completed that yet. So I wanted to give this a try. Like I said, the 10 days is promising. So once you master your ones additions, you color this out. Once you master your twos additions, you color this. So this is the commutative approach, because once you know one plus two, you also you also know the addition facts for 2 plus 1. So that's the commutative property. And so day one, you start off with addition to 1. It starts off with a remember this. So when you add 1 to any number, the answer is just the number you would say if you were counting by 1. So 3 balloons plus 1 more balloons is 4. Simple like that. Then it has you do some addition problems. 5 plus 1, 1 plus 5. 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2. So it's showing you the commutative property there. And then next you go over to wrap-ups and rapid writing. So it suggests that you do these 5 times. So you would do the ones wrap-ups 5 times, all right? And after you've done it, each time you're going to put an X here for 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and so forth. And then next you're going to go down to this column and you'll be answering these as quickly as you possibly can. And then this is a keeping track. So if you need to review these again, you can put an X in the box each time you have to use this to keep track. Honestly, what I would do is copy this sheet, not the ones, because ones are pretty easy, but if you're getting started and you do need that ones practice, why not just copy the sheet, right, so that you can keep doing it as much as possible. Another thing that I do like is for each of them, when you're done, it has story problems. So not only are you getting the addition facts, you're also learning how to use these single addition facts with some story problems, and I think that's pretty cool. It doesn't have much, but it just gives you an idea of it, right? It's not a curriculum, it's more of like a review. And day 1, you're also going to be adding 2. So with adding 2, it has to think about this. Adding 2 to any number is like jumping over one number and going to the next. So it has the demonstration of the frog jumping over the lily pad, 6, 7, 8, right? And so this is how it's pretty much teaching you to count forward. So 4 plus 2 is 4, 5, 6, like the frog jump type thing. Then of course it has the addition problems here, and it goes back to the wrap-ups, and the wrap-ups were now you're going to be moving over to these the 2's addition wrap-ups, and you'll do those 5 times X amount, and then again you're doing column 1, seeing how long it takes you. If you need review, you're going to be using your wrap-up for this, then you'll do column 2 and then column 3. And then you have the story problems for 2. You have 1 and 2 number family fun page, and this is a game. So it's we're suggesting that you get 20 pennies, and so you're going to do 4 plus 2. You're going to put 4 pennies here, and then your child will go 4 plus 2 is 4, 5, 6 as they put the pennies there. And then 6 plus 2, they're going to do 6 plus 1, 2 is 8. So 6, 7, 8 with their pennies. So it's a little fun game that they've decided to add to help build those build in the memory for the addition facts for 2. Then next you're going on to adding 10. It has a think about it, then a picture it, and then try these, and then the adding. It has more of those wrap-up practice, and you're doing the story problems. You have a family fun page, the activity that you can do to make the learning of it a little bit more fun. You have a challenge or your review, and then you're on to day 3. Adding 3, and this is when I was doing my quick review, I got turned off because I'm like, okay, no. So it's like when you add 3 to a number, think of adding one for each corner of a triangle, right? And so pretty much is what it wants you to do is you have 4 and picture a triangle. So you're going 4, 5, 6, 7. For 4 plus 3 equals 7, and then 2 plus 3 equals 5 is like 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So these are kind of like counting up. It's trying to get you to visualize it, but it's also not really mental math. But I do believe if you keep practicing, you know, you'd eventually memorize them by playing with the numbers. So slowly I was like, you know, maybe it's not so bad as a review, but this is not what I would go with to teach mental math, to teach my addition problems, right? So like I said, review. And of course it has to try these, and then the adding box where you're doing the community property for them. Same thing here, your wrap-ups, your story problems for addition 3. And then day 3, you are doing the family fun practicing. Again, you have the fun page here. Day 4, you're adding 4, you're doing your wrap-ups and story problems, the fun page. Still on day 4, you have fun pages, a challenge, and a review. Day 5, you are going to be using your fingers for this. So like, you know, 5 and 3 is 8, things like that. So it's showing you how to use them on your hands, use your fingers for them. I think most of the kindergarten curriculums I've seen when they're doing 5s, they kind of use their hands along with a 10 frame. And so this goes along with some of the ones I've seen. There's story problems. There has it 5 and 3 right there. And it has a ton of different practice in there for concepts and skills that you need to teach your kindergartner before they go into kindergarten. And you can also use it alongside your kindergarten curriculum. But back to this. So we have adding 6 for day 6. And story problems, the wrap-ups, of course. And then you have your enrichment power pages. So this is going a little bit more advanced. It's showing the child how to do double-digit addition for a couple of them, for the ones that they've learned, like the community property for. So it's saying, you know that 2 plus 1 is 3. So you can write the answers for all of these equations. And it's showing 10 plus 20, and it's showing you how you line them up 0 0.03, just giving them an idea of double digit and even your triple digit additions with the ones and twos, of course, the simple parts. And then for the final, it has addition for 11s and 12 practice, which it does not come with the wrap ups for 11 and 12, but because this goes up to 12 when you're doing your addition practice, so it's going to do 9 plus 12, 8 plus 12, all the way up to those. And then it has a review test page. So you have a journal, math wrap-ups journal. It's the 10-day journal, because it says you can master them in 10 days. And then that's it. So the math wrap-ups, the coolest part of it, right, is the wrap-ups. It gives you something, a manipulative, something hands-on to master the addition facts. So it's 1 to 10, and so your child will just be doing this. 3 plus 1 equals 4, so they'll wrap it. 6 plus 1 equals 7, and then when you turn it over, it has these lines here that this thread has to line up to, so it's like self-correcting. They can look on the back and see if the groves are matched to it and if they got any of them wrong. So these are pretty cool, and my kindergartner seen this and was like, yay, let's play with these. So this might be something that you want to add if you're not interested in this. You can buy these separately. So this is $15 with the book, which isn't that bad for a review book, right? And then it's $10 for this. So overall, I'm going to say I would get it, but the price is good, and I would only get it if you're looking for a review and you want to master those facts. If you're teaching the addition facts, I wouldn't suggest this because you do want your child to have mental math skills. So I hope this review was helpful, and I hope it answered some questions if you're searching through and looking at it and considering it and not sure if you want to purchase it. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask me in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer you. And thank you, and have a great day.